Hey guys, welcome back to the CulePodcast. Welcome back to another watch along. Barcelona back in La Liga after that El Clasico loss. We're going to need to bounce back and get the 3 points as Real Madrid, they are on hot form. They are on fire. As you guys can see right now, when we look at the La Liga table, right now currently Barcelona are 8 points behind Real Madrid. Real Madrid winning 4-0 against Valencia yesterday in La Liga. Barcelona going to be needing to do the job today against Elche. As you can see right now, Elche mid-table in La Liga. The past couple of games hasn't been brilliant. 1-5, not particularly great. But Barcelona 3-2, work to be done there. But looking at the lineup for tonight's match, you have Szczęsny in goal, Jong not ready just as of yet. Balde, Eric Garcia, Araujo, and Kounde. In the midfield, you have Casadó and Frenkie de Jong. Pedri out injured. It's going to be interesting seeing how Barcelona they do with the absence of Pedri in the midfield. It's going to feel weird. Up top, you have Rashford, Fermín Lopez, Ferran, and Lamine Yamal. Barcelona are going to be having a great performance. And interesting to see how Iñaki Peña does against Barcelona. Also, Hector 4, I believe. Yeah, Hector 4. In the defense. But all right, boys, let's get started.
Very keen to make it 5 wins out of 5. Elche promised to provide stern opposition. This is a meeting between two teams who both like to have the ball. They are ranked 1 and 3 in La Liga coming into the weekend in terms of possession percentage. So Elche have a way of dictating the terms and tempo of games, home or away. It's a big ask for them to do that against Barcelona, Casey, but they've started as if they mean business.
Well, and I think, Ollie mentioned
Elche already in behind. What is this? Nice, Balde.
Little opportunities like we just saw in the counterattack is exactly what Elche are looking for. And if they can,
all right,
maybe
let's see how we do, boys.
Percentage of possession, which then forces Barcelona to try to hunt the ball a little bit. And then if they break that pressure, these little opportunities will.
We've just started the match. We can't concede like in the first minute or two.
Yeah. Ferran making the dash down the left and winning the corner, taking it himself and working it short. There's Rafa Mir. His first touch back to Valera. Cross will provide a comfortable first touch the ball for Szczęsny.
Also, Lamine Yamal no longer with Nicole. Interesting. Lamine Yamal a single man. Let's see if he's able to turn up today. Please play well. All right.
Still going to be some situations,
okay.
When players get fit.
Oh, nice, Lamine, you're through.
Worried for Elche if they want to have possession high, that they open up spaces in behind.
And here's Lamine Yamal trying to exploit.
Oh, nice, Lamine.
He's done really well to
he's offside there.
Frenkie de Jong on the end of it.
Nice, Lamine. Good work right there. Good start.
Great work from Yamal.
Welcome, everyone.
Be the conductor today in midfield in the absence of Pedri, and he popped up here.
Probably was offsides.
Yeah.
Maybe hadn't quite reestablished himself in an onside position, but still, I think to an LJ side who will get back into good defensive shape, but the question mark again will be is if they do have possession and then that breaks down, how quickly Barcelona.
Nice, Garcia.
Counter. But as you mentioned, comfortable in possession, which is something you don't see a lot from a side that just comes up from the second division, and they have had success. You mentioned, Adrian, that it has only been 1 point in their last 3 matches, but they got a tougher schedule coming up with this match. I think they have Real Madrid coming up as well in the next couple matches, and I don't think they'll be judged on those games. I think that really the key will be for them to stay up after a good start is those other teams kind of in the lower half of the table and how they match up against those teams.
Oh, what a pass from Frankie. Well done.
In 9th place, sitting on 14 points, 3 wins. draws, just 2 defeats. They've only lost twice, the same number of defeats that Barcelona have had so far. Look at their top scorer, Andre Silva, with 4. Here's Marcus Rashford, who's been in great goal
There we go.
form, both scoring and providing assists. Rashford with a goal or an assist in 8 of his last 10 starts.
Do right here.
What's really benefited Marcus Rashford coming from the situation at Manchester United is
All right.
not to be the focal point. Is to kind of come in and just
Oh, Lamine.
everybody else. And I think he's done a
Hey, that's a handball. How's that not a handball?
being able to be a contributor and not the person that everyone's looking at to kind of run the show.
Clearly enjoying his football. That's an interesting and adventurous.
Oh, overlap on the right-hand side. There's so many options right here for him.
For Elche, showed a little too much to Kounde, but able to hold off his approach. Here's Pedrosa. Was he able to stay onside? Looks like he was. Fermín squaring it. Well, the flag did ultimately come up. Again, one of those delayed flags.
That was so offside.
Chagrin.
Well, it was almost at this point, if you, look, clearly that's when the flag should come up. I mean, we all when it's 2 yards offside, then
Yeah.
But then I almost felt that you waited that long. You might as well have waited for the whole play to see itself out.
Yeah.
Also, good save from Szczęsny.
This is something I've noticed about the visitors early on. Pedrosa, who's very much probably a left back, is playing on the right-hand side. Nunes has switched over to the other side. Not sure if some tactical thought from Sarabia.
Or was it just something that just kind of materialized and then it'll work itself back in, or they decided to just kind of mix things up a little bit? We know that this Barcelona side has not been as well organized defensively as they need to be.
Oh.
Waited,
Casadó just boots it.
Comment on the high line, which has been
He did get it in though, right near the end of the
he did
pregame.
sneak it in, yes. But it has been something that has been talked about since Hansi Flick came to Barcelona, and of course teams are going to try to exploit that and try to figure out. But Barcelona,
Yeah, that high line right there is all sorts of messed up.
how we're going to play, and yes, maybe we'll concede a goal or two, but guess what? Because of that high line, because of the numbers we have in the attacking
Oh, just Kounde.
half of the field, we're going to outscore you regardless.
What's up, Selvin? I thought Lamine was supposed to rest up.
Elche
I saw the same thing. I was actually surprised to see him start.
exploit that high line.
But I mean, after a week
We'll beat you.
of rest, I guess I understand why Hansi Flick wants to play him. Give him some continuity as well. Lamine not 100% yet.
Recovery from Eric Garcia. It's Garcia and Araujo with the central defensive partnership today. Araujo making his first start in 4 games. Of course, he came off the bench to score the winner.
Oh my gosh, the passing the passing so far has been so inaccurate. Silly mistakes on the ball.
Febas back to Aguado. Elche have often set up in a 3-5-2 this season.
Well, that really then drops into a back.
Offside. Nice. What's up, Thomas? Maybe Lewandowski gets some minutes. Looking forward to the return of Rafinha and Joan. And Gavi if he's not finished. Yeah, I mean, Gavi, we're not going to see him back for a while. We're not going to be able to see him for a while. The options on the bench, we have Robert Lewandowski. He's in the lineup again, which is really nice. Dani Olmo as well, which is very good. 2 more attacking options for Hansi Flick. And hopefully they get some minutes.
Rafinha isn't going to be the guy that's going to be breaking the line with his pace. So if it can
Mar Bernal. This is the type of game in which he should be getting like 25 minutes or so. Oh, mistake from Peña. Balde.
Pouncing on that loose ball, and it's opened up for Yamal. Can he take
There we
the ball?
go.
Yes, he can.
There we go, Lamine.
He's off the pitch recently for Lamine Yamal,
There we go.
doing what he does best, cutting back onto the left
What a strike. Mistake from Iñaki Peña. Oh, not the return that he needed.
When you're a team that wants to have possession, you have to spread yourself out.
Oh, wow, look at that.
You spread yourself out. Look at how spread out.
Oh, no, it wasn't Iñaki Peña. It was the defender.
You give a really poor ball away. Balde does tremendously well of just running at the defense to also exploit that. The pass was just a little bit behind Lamine Yamal, so he then has the awareness to cut back inside.
Oh, that's a brilliant strike.
Left foot, take a tremendous finish, giving Peña no opportunity, but all that stems.
There we go. Look at Hansi Flick celebrating. Bro calls it up with Nicky, and next game he scores. I know.
Exploited tremendously well from Balde, and then Lamine Yamal does the rest.
Good work, Szczęsny. Great job clearing it. First day as a single man, and then he's already on the score sheet.
Third place all time in Spanish LaLiga history in goals scored before turning 19. A list
By a teenager. That's
Yes.
not bad.
Yeah. Raul still leads that list with 28 before he.
The world is not ready for single Yamal. Oh wait,
Yamal has the rest of
Hold
the
on.
season, by the way.
let me refresh it. There we go.
Not in the top four, believe it or not.
He seemed to make up for it after his 18th birthday.
Yes. Yeah, especially after his 19th. Well, perfect start, really. Perfect platform for Barcelona. We're going to move on from an awkward October, shall we say, as Rashford is the target there. Oh, another defensive
Oh, right here.
and it's
Find Lamine. Find Lamine.
opportunity for me.
Oh, nice. Ferran.
For Ferran.
2-0.
Easy as you like for Barcelona. Two defensive miscues, and they have been
Another slip. Wow. This is the perfect start.
Yeah, I think this one, Adrian, was a little more unfortunate than just a poor giveaway. It starts when possession turns over in midfield.
The guy slips up.
Rashford makes a good run.
Lamine the dream.
Pass, Rashford would have
Oh, against Valencia.
space in behind, but instead, I think I don't know, his Nunez it's just a
Oh, that's so unfortunate. The guy just slips.
after an awkward positioning, and then he slips, and then you just can't.
That's unfortunate.
The ability
But Barcelona are there to take advantage. Fermín Lopez with the assist as well.
Barcelona,
Bro can't multitask with women in football. I love what I'm seeing so far. Us capitalizing on each mistake.
Fermín and Ferran.
Love it. Two mistakes, 2 goals. That's exactly how it should be. Valencia, siempre en la memoria. En la memoria.
He's remembering, of course, his home city of Valencia.
Ferran, 5 goals as well.
Dreadful flooding there. Ferran Torres has reached the 50-goal mark in his Barcelona career with that strike.
This is where Barcelona, they should just be absolutely in cruise control. Get a third and go into cruise control.
Top scorer,
Rotate your players. Give Frankie de Jong rest. Give Kounde rest.
2 games.
Give Rashford rest. Those key players have played so many minutes so far.
Casey, he knows he's got to be back amongst the goals if he's going to keep Lewandowski on the bench.
That's also true. Great to see Loa back.
when you talk about the squad,
Ferran Loki almost missed that. I want to see if I have the images of the goals.
there's always going to be opportunities with the amount of matches that Barcelona will have this season, and what you just want to make sure of is that when you
Bournemouth versus Man City.
for whatever reason, either because of injury or because of rotation,
Ferran 50 goals with Barca. Wow.
that you're capable, and this is a young squad, and so sometimes guys come into the side and you think, okay, they fit seamlessly, but it's not always the case. So you're always proving yourself, regardless of who you are, where you are, and what you're doing. And so, yeah, it's always nice to continue to prove that.
As you were saying that, Kounde, who's noticeably struggling for form this season, giving the ball away on the far side, but just the sense that that collective rhythm and that collective pressure is back. As the early evidence here, they're really not allowing Elche to settle on the ball at all.
But it's also surprised me knowing kind of how desperate Barcelona were coming into this match for a good result and a good performance as well.
Yeah, we need a good performance.
Real Madrid,
The pressing looks good also. They're actually focused today. This is going to be a 5-0. Lewandowski scores 2. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
A bit more conservative to start this match. Get the crowd frustrated. Get the players frustrated. Instead, they said, you know what? We're really comfortable in possession, and a couple mistakes, and you're 2-0 down in the first 15 minutes. And
oh, nice. I mean, friend.
Yeah, you could have very easily be 3-0 down.
Still might happen with Balde on the prowl.
Corner.
From another careless giveaway, Casey.
Yeah.
When I started researching
Elche have been very sloppy with possession so far. Barcelona, they need to be taking advantage of that.
starting to play some of the big boys. You're 1 point in your last 3. I don't expect you to beat Barcelona away, but what I want you to do is to be in touch, to keep that confidence going. Don't get blown out, and this could very easily get away from them.
2-0 down inside the first 11 minutes wasn't what...
Straight to Iñaki.
Happy to see Iñaki Peña claim that unchallenged. Clearance was allowed to bounce.
Oh, wow.
Picked off here by Fermín.
He missed the pass. He missed the pass. That little reverse pass, and it could have been in.
Andre Silva had peeled away, hadn't he, to the right.
That's too much for Lamine.
Those two, both new arrivals have been spearheading the Elche attack. Fermín, of course, former Sevilla man. So too Andre Silva has that on his resume, but came from German football most recently. RB Leipzig, also had spells with Eintracht Frankfurt and AC Milan. Strange throw.
Almost like another miscommunication.
Yes. Well, decent giveaways by both teams in this first quarter of an hour. As Nunez getting around the back. And
Nice, Szczęsny.
for Szczęsny.
Yeah, where that's really key for the goalkeepers when there's nobody at that near post. You saw Silva trying to get to that near post space.
All right, let's get it. This basically proves it. The midfield needs constant rotation. Pedri never gets any rest. The 1 game suspension was needed.
Any kind of pressure that Elche was going to have.
Pedri being rested was definitely needed. You can't go playing, 40-plus matches consecutively? The last time I think he was rested was in January. We're in November.
See them just dropping in
You know?
defending, so it's going to make for a wide open game unless that changes.
What hurts is Gavi was supposed to have a lot of protagonism this season. You saw during preseason in the Asian tour, he was doing phenomenally well under Hansi. He was feeling better. He was getting on the score sheet. He was looking good. But of course, he had that injury, 4 to 5 months. You know, there you go, long-term injury. Marc Barcelona coming back. Dani Olmo out injured. Just with that, you're already down. Just to Marc Casadó, Frankie, and Pedri. Pedri goes down, and you only have 2 midfielders. As much as I love Pedri, he can't be playing every damn game. Casadó brings that energy off the bench that is also needed. Yeah.
Just kind of what the goalkeeping situation looks like.
What I don't want Hansi Flick to do is to just have my only critique of Hansi. My only critique. And It's not in regards to his play style, the high line, or anything like that, because it is what it is. We've had success following that system. It's that sometimes I think he's a little bit too faithful to that starting 11. I don't want to see where it gets to the point where we know it's going to be these 11 players playing.
Transfers and who's coming in and who can they bring in and who can they register, and
I want to see Hansi Flick a little bit fearless when it comes to, hey, you're not playing well, you're benched, Kounde isn't playing well, Araujo isn't playing well, Lamine isn't playing well, and you're subbed out,
Szczęsny says, well, okay, I guess I'll just keep playing and playing well.
I'm not saying that he's already at that point where, these 11 players are constantly going to be playing. Oh, yeah, that hurts. But it was very reminiscent of that of Carlo Ancelotti's time. His last season, where you knew it was going to be Jude Bellingham, Rodrigo, Mbappe, and Vinny. He needs to have more faith in the youngsters. They should be able to play in the league. Rooney has gotten little games. That's what I'm saying. Lamine Yamal out for so long. Why isn't Rooney involved? Oh, nice.
Never won here in Catalonia. Here's Rashford on to Balde.
Ah.
I think he was trying to reduce the cross there, Casey, but
Yeah, but it was one of those moves, Adrian, where
It was a
almost like
good idea play right there.
passes didn't quite go where they needed to go, but then as we see the replay of Lamine Yamal's goal and just how clean it was to be able to just bring it down, collect himself so quickly, get the shot off, and then with just pinpoint accuracy. And again, I mean, when you're under a little pressure, I agree 100% with Alejandro was saying in the pregame, that if you're claiming you're still struggling with an injury that's giving you problems, then unfortunately, yeah, maybe a little trip with some friends isn't exactly advised. Yeah. But what's the best thing you can do when you've had criticism, when maybe you said something dumb in the press as well? Just go score. Just go play well, and all that goes away.
Yeah, offside too.
quieten some of that off the pitch noise.
I would have loved to see more Rooney Bardghji in this team. I would have loved to see Christensen more often.
But you remember, you're only 18, as we see Lewandowski.
Bardghji has had little minutes so far. I understand why he's, Hansi Flick's trying to be a little bit cautious with him. But tonight is the perfect game to see, some more of those rotations.
When I was 18 and I learned my lesson. So, yeah, little things that, and a player with, so much future is things are going to happen, and you're going to be in the press every week. Yeah.
Well, Marcus Rashford went through that at times, didn't he, in his
Yes, he did.
career with Manchester United. Another dashing run from him, cutting inside and
Foul from Rashford. Tony Fernandez as well. Maybe J. Martinez. Yeah. What I also think as well is the pressure from the Barcelona fan base could have affected things, where Hansi Flick was just like, hey, let me just get the wins before I try anything else, Is this even a game worth? What's up, NJ? Worth to watch?
Fermín back to him.
Barca are playing well.
They will set up for take two.
It's been a good opening 25 minutes so far.
Rashford, who turned 28, it's a Halloween birthday. 28 on Friday night. Still very much in the
This is a confidence booster. It has to be.
thick of his career.
We've had a flying start. Let's have this and just build our confidence.
Far post delivery for the corner. Kounde.
You bring in Ron Araujo as well. You rescue RC.
Casadó. As Barcelona just settle into a bit of a possession groove here. Make Elche do some chasing. Jong, it's the release valve there, and he's provided a platform.
Oh. That pass would have been brilliant to Ferran.
Last minute.
We need a game to get our hopes up, especially after Madrid and Girona. Yeah.
Had to be. You know, what we haven't seen is a lot of that kind of sustained possession because the spaces have been.
The game against Olympiacos was it.
Barcelona to hit quickly.
I still see Madrid winning La Liga this season.
Stuck trying to break down a side that's gone into a low block. So
They're looking good. They're looking good, especially with how well Mbappe is performing. We don't have a player like that at Barcelona right now who's playing at that level. I think Rashford has been our best player, but
Rashford now from the right.
obviously this is what his first.
Six to aim
Oh.
from inside the box. Just
Ah.
inside the area is Fermín, but he's always a little off balance.
You know, where Rashford still has a lot more to prove.
that was kind of one of those situations where
Xavi's more tactical than Flick. That's the difference.
but the pass didn't really.
Well, I'm not gonna make any conclusions just from one
And it would have taken something special to get it even.
from one encounter. Ah,
Bright spot, isn't he, Fermín? Even in the last few weeks that have been more uncomfortable for the team. A hat-trick in the Champions League for him. Of course, he got the only goal at the Bernabeu for Barcelona in the Clásico. Flag up for the infringement on Balde. That's Estadi wearing the Beatles t-shirt. Don't see too many coaches in world football sporting the Fab Four. Yes. Not sure I've ever seen it before.
Ever, maybe. Yeah. Not even in Liverpool.
Madrid in red hot form, but all it takes is an injury at the wrong time. I'm not saying I wish an injury or on anyone, but let's be honest. If Mbappe goes down, so does Madrid.
Sarabia.
But here's the thing: you don't want to peak at the wrong time as well.
For Barcelona for just one season.
That's why I'm
For
not
that year.
particularly worried on where Barcelona are at so far in this season. There's still so much left to be played. We haven't even reached the halfway point, you know?
Here's
Good work, Lamine.
Another corner. Nope.
We're not even there yet.
Much to his disgust.
We're just in the first game of November. We saw what happened with PSG last season. We saw how well Barcelona played last season. We had that dip in November, December. Then we came back. But throughout the entire of the season, Barcelona, we had our peak performances in October. In October, in the start of the season, that's when Barcelona were at their best.
Champions League, KCD was reminded of that this week. So look at Rafinha and company up in the stands.
Just
Yep.
injured.
It's still a fair.
That was last season. This year is different. No, what I'm saying is,
Even with the return of
I'm not going to be. Obviously, there's lots to be improved on into the team. The team isn't perfect. There's lots of work to be done.
It's such a number of the experienced players.
But there's a reason why a lot of teams don't want to be peaking at this time of year.
We keep talking about how they haven't been able to really bring in the players that.
Madrid hasn't peaked yet. Major injuries to some star players. Apparently, Endrick looked good last game as well. Also, isn't Endrick going to be leaving soon?
Stabilizing factor.
Expect a lot of injuries this season with the World Cup coming up. Yeah.
To step up and perform. And for the most part, they've
That's why in January, a signing or two is minimum.
to fill this squad out, and with players coming from the youth setup and have the success that they've had, it's truly remarkable.
Yeah. Because as you were mentioning, some of the effects of the financial troubles they've had in the last 2 or 3 years are definitely starting to kick in, aren't they? When you look at the depth of the respected squads between Barcelona and
And right there, you're even hearing the commentators speak about it.
but a perfect start here.
How are Barca going to sign a player if they can't even fix the finances?
Back in that starting lineup.
Well, that's when we return to the Camp Nou.
This is now
That's why it's so important to return to that stadium.
Iñaki Peña's, if it is charged down. We will continue our Week 11 coverage a little later today. Real Betis will be hosting Mallorca. Game down in Seville. Kickoff at 3 p.m. Eastern. Full coverage right here on ESPN Plus. One of Barcelona's worst results of October came in Seville, didn't it? That 4-1 defeat to Sevilla. It's been
You can always do what was done with Olmo and Pau Victor last season.
since then, Casey, they've lost all 3 games. That was kind of like the high watermark for them.
It happens sometimes.
Like the emergency registrations.
Oh, okay, we had this tremendous
Even if
result.
they return, the cap
That's
salary is
always
going to be
been
there.
The norm, and you're just unable to match that. So
Nice Balde.
Balde looking for a decision, and he's going to get it.
But this is also kind of a mark of a good side as well in Barcelona, who had a difficult result, and they got outplayed last weekend in the Clásico, no question about it. And then how do you bounce back from that? You come back home, and so far so good with a very comfortable first half being 2-0 up.
Taking full advantage of what we've called a clean week here, a midweek without any games. Casey gave them a chance to regroup.
Well, and then also look at you look at Real Madrid, who had the difficult result against Atletico, and then they in the Clásico. So it's little things like that that just show the mark of a very good side.
Rashford.
Some miscommunication.
Combined with the Jong there. It's kind of a bit of a tangle.
Oh.
No, there's no shortage of confidence, even 2-0 down from Elche defenders. Now Fermín on the chase, not going to get there. Does get the throw in his favour. Fermín was picked up on loan from Sevilla right at the start of the season. Of course, he played with Valencia last year. Elche coming up from the second division. They finished in second place, and they've always been more of a selling club.
Oh, Fermín. Oh, he's just through right here.
2 or 3 of the talents that got them up last year for some considerable.
No, he just dived. He dived right there.
Macau sold to New York City FC in MLS for some $10 million.
Oh, never mind. Fermín got a touch on the.
For referee Szczęsny Espinosa to make. Fermín is the guilty party. That's one of the centre backs, the Austrian David Affengruber. Chance for Elche to work with the set. Not scored a goal from a cross or a header at all this season, Elche. Maybe some evidence as to why.
It's amazing when you look at sides that score a lot of goals off of set pieces. It almost always starts with a consistency of just tremendous service. And if you don't have that consistency of service,
3-4 right here. 3-4.
Yeah.
Just took too long.
Oh.
Good strike, but it just took too long to develop. And I felt, as we saw in that initial goal, Lamine Yamal, when Balde just ran at the defense, it was just too slow. For me, needed to make a decision and get one of the center backs. And then the deflection took it wide, and even a little save too.
Yeah.
So it was actually.
Wait, it's not a corner?
For a corner.
Well, he saw it.
It's not a corner. Wow. Casadó has also been so good this game so far.
Szczęsny, who will be working with his fellow Barcelona defenders on trying to.
Nice, Rashford. Good turn.
Since September the 21st, 7 games.
Good try.
Held opponent scoreless. Tafe is the last game in which that occurred.
I mean, look, as a goalkeeper, you always enjoy the clean sheet, but what you enjoy most is winning matches. And I think Szczęsny understands the style that Barcelona plays and that Hansi Flick wants them to play, and that they are willing to concede a goal or two, knowing that if they press and they have numbers in the opponent's half consistently, they're going to outscore their opponents more often than not. But yeah, it's always frustrating as a goalkeeper because you do like those.
Good work, Fermín. Kounde on the overlap. Kounde, you're in space. I mean, what can you find? Rashford on the other end.
Involved again, Rashford.
Rashford, take a shot. Ah, good try.
This time, trying to bend it with the right
Wasn't able to bend in time.
foot of curl.
That's a good idea. I like the idea. Just, you
No,
know,
it was a good shot from
again, the
Rashford.
space opens up.
Unfortunately, it wasn't
Ability, he knows
it wasn't
that
perfect.
right foot, that he can get that shot on target.
The club was willing to go in with 65 mil for Nico Williams, so I'd soon have a response for the salary cap. Even more so if Matt goes out on loan. Ter Stegen has to leave. Has to.
Only one goal scored
He ain't
himself.
leaving. You can buy any player you want. The issue is the registrations to the salary cap. That is also true. If he wants to play the World Cup, he will. The best thing for Ter Stegen would be to leave in January.
Pace, control, and
You get minutes. Barcelona gets you off the wage bill.
draw the yellow
We are able to
card.
make another signing. Simple as that. Rashford seems off.
There's Martin Neto, the Portuguese midfielder.
He's been getting into some dangerous situations. Maybe the execution is off there a little bit. We need Rafinha for the Chelsea match. That is also true. We need a Robert Lewandowski with minutes, a sharper Lamine Yamal,
Being handed the role of the conductor. Now in the absence of Pedri.
and Rafinha.
Be interesting to see
United are interested, no? And Ter Stegen?
how he fares.
I haven't seen specific, heavy interest from Ter Stegen from a specific team.
Guys knocking knees, which
But,
isn't comfortable.
I think we're going to see more reports come out when he's actually back into fitness.
Clearly, he's a technical player, just different, right? I mean, it's just, and that's normal. Every side has to cope with, different players get injured. There's just a little bit different.
Yeah, Ter Stegen has entered the final phase of recovery and could receive his medical clearance by late November.
Does it change the complete DNA of your side? No, of course not. But you know that there's just little factors that will have to change, and you have to adapt to it.
Rashford surveying the scene. You're going to leave it for Yamal to take. Cleared straight back to him. Casadó is cut out. De Jong has been caught again. And plenty in the crowd thinking that was worthy of another yellow card inducing moment. Mark Aguado this time, helping him back to his feet.
It was, Adrian. I mean, that's a high challenge. Okay, I think
Oof.
where he gets the benefit is the ball was bouncing up. and
Oof,
it's-
that hurt.
It wasn't late, it just was awkward.
And Kounde has gone around the back here. Can he deliver the cross? He can. Oh, it's floated all the way through.
No, Rashford.
The last-minute deflection.
Oh, that was a fantastic cross from Kounde.
Again, I've been very surprised with the space that Elche has allowed Barcelona to get in from behind, and Kounde does a great job of just keeping it in play and just drifts it up over and unable to make challenge. Good touch from Rashford, but Pedroza does a good job of
Corner.
recovering and making it.
17th place last season in the league in UCL. They'd be lucky to have Mats, even if Lamins is looking great.
The latest in a whole succession of corners for Barcelona in its first half. Rashford this time going deep, and Kounde is nodding it down. Casadó's shot is blocked, and then Yamal's likewise. And even fiercer effort.
Yeah, 3 key blocks in a row, or this game would be over in the first half.
Good work from Ferran Torres.
Ah.
And a teammate Iñaki Peña down to deny him.
Yeah, again, I've been surprised at how many times Elche has allowed Barcelona to kind of come inside and take that second, third touch and get a shot on target.
Foul from Casadó.
Peña does a good job of getting enough behind it and then collected the second attempt.
Well, point is, we need to get rid of Ter Stegen. It doesn't matter to who he needs to leave. And I don't think that Ter Stegen should be particularly picky about the teams that he'd be leaving to join in January. What you need most is minutes. A team that's going to offer you a starting spot and just regular game time. Simple as that.
You're trying to stop them from doing that, but it's been too easy for Barcelona in this first half to get those opportunities.
If you're enjoying this coverage, you can watch our coverage of Barcelona next week too, as they travel to Vigo to take on Celta Vigo. Next Sunday.
That's our next match, no?
2:30 Eastern. Right here
After this, we play in the Champions League, yeah, on Wednesday. Then in La Liga against Celta Vigo. Okay.
between times in the Champions League.
On Wednesday.
That's the last home game for the Blaugrana before resuming
Away.
international break. Yeah, very possibly at the new Camp Nou. We shall see. As you said, Casey, we'll believe it when we see it. November the 22nd against Athletic Bilbao is slated for that, as Elche try and make a game of it here. Well,
And again,
interesting looking cross.
and again, why they haven't scored off a header if those are the crosses that are coming in.
Yeah, it was a clash between the two teams at the opposite end of the table. In that regard, Barcelona had scored more goals from crosses and headers than any other team in LaLiga this season. Cut out by Roy Garcia.
Ah. Don't make the foul, Fermín. Don't make the foul.
Off for Barcelona almost with Fermín.
Oh, look at how they're able to beat that press. Araujo was recovering. Yeah, the pass in the middle.
Silva going in low and
Wow.
scoring. It's Rafa Mir who's done
Rafa
it.
Mir with the goal.
Rafa Mir reducing the arrears, and Elche are back in
Oh,
business for
Elche
Barcelona.
scoring.
And it comes at the ideal time, just before the break.
That's a horrible time to concede.
But Araujo stops. He thinks that somehow Szczęsny is going to come out and get this ball, and there's like no chance. I mean, watch him delay here. Does he get back into his own half? Yes, he does. He times his run perfectly. You can't be offside in your own half. Hold his hand up and say, okay. But then again, he's so slow to get back and to confront Rafa Mir.
That's a great finish from Rafa Mir.
Then he gives him
That's a poor goal to concede, man.
Szczęsny, look, Szczęsny wasn't going to save us anyway. That was a tremendous finish to start at a yard outside the post and curl it back in.
To concede like that, but it was a great goal. It was a great goal.
Really poor defending from Araujo. And again, you can't be offside. He makes a run from his own half. He did a tremendous job, Rafa Mir, of getting himself back onside.
Man, they didn't do anything so far.
Ensuing conversation continues to be about
Goal for Elche.
Cesar Espinosa, of course, being spoken to, but you would have been told.
Their first chance at goal and they score.
Timed his run to perfection, didn't he? It's his
Should have been a lot better there.
season. It's been an inspired pickup by Elche on loan from Sevilla. He and Andre Silva are 4 apiece now, and a goal that almost came out of nothing, Casey.
Yeah, it literally came out of nothing against the run of play.
I mean,
4th goal all season. Last goes in September.
Araujo can't make up that distance. If he is truly dedicated to defending, to catch Fermín from midfield and to make things more difficult than he did, it was poor defending. It was really, really poor defending. And again, if you're going to play this high line, your center backs have to be able to cover distance, and they have to be able to mark one-on-one. And that was just multiple mistakes in one play.
Well, so much for the clean sheet we were talking about. That will have to wait. For
Yeah. Concede a goal basically every game.
And so much for the comfortable half. Scoring 2 goals off of mistakes, and then I thought Barcelona kind of took a little bit off. They didn't keep the same.
Do you know Alex Blograna Plane? I know of his channel. I don't know him personally.
Are they going to allow it 2-0 Elche?
Let me see.
And they just really hadn't. There's been a couple little sloppy mistakes, but let's see the response.
yeah, chance to make amends immediately the other end.
Oh, nice Kounde.
From Kounde, found him with the back heel. Scramble clear.
There we go. Yeah, I've seen his videos before.
Time we go. Fermín's goal has rather changed the complexion here.
Wait, but he hasn't been live in the last couple of months.
Almost gone into easing towards the break.
Hasn't been live or uploaded anything in the last like 5-6 months.
That's a pretty good position to be in.
Has he been uploading like TikTok or something? No, nothing.
Of the disappointment that he wants to keep
What happened?
level of intensity throughout the 90 minutes. And again, another example of
Oh, what a save from Peña.
Ferran Torres was suddenly in
What a
excellent
save from
pace.
Iñaki.
Slap bang in the middle of the penalty area. He turned and shot, and Iñaki Peña with an instinctive right hand to turn that over the top.
Well, I think it's the deflection that actually takes it on. So maybe a little deflection off the toe, which I don't know if
That's 3-1.
helps the goalkeeper or
Of
hurts him.
course, Iñaki was gonna make that save. Of course, brother couldn't let us.
Was Ferran Torres that
Oh
open
my.
right around the penalty spot will be a mystery. Iñaki Peña with a super save as there's a wrestling match. That decision is going to go against.
No, yeah, that's a great save from Iñaki. Look at that.
What a chance this was. De Jong, just a simple pass. Where were the white shirts? And you're right, Casey, the deflection.
The deflection does help him, yeah.
But then he had to react to it because I'm not sure he would. I think if you see from that angle that it just
That was a great save from
might not have
Iñaki.
had enough time to react, and it just the deflection brought it that little bit closer to Peña, and then he makes the excellent reaction save.
Rashford. No chance to complete the attack.
Give me 1 second, boys.
Since the halftime whistle. Called offside, Dani Olmo.
All right.
Waiting in the wings. Will he have a part to play in the second half? Robert Lewandowski, remember, likewise. Sure, Hansi Flick would love to give those.
Oh, right here.
but
Frankie de Jong's in space.
the bag,
Fermín.
far from
Lamine, find Lamine.
Here comes Fermín Lopez, and Lamine
Ah.
couldn't keep it down.
We're trying to replicate the first goal.
Again, I just don't know how Elche thinks that they can allow that kind of space.
Okay, end of the half.
Allow Barcelona these types of counterattacks.
Barcelona, they've had nice counterattacks. If only Rafinha was there. Imagine you had the pace of Rafinha in behind. Unfortunate. All right, boys. That's the half. Give me 1 second. All right. Perfect. All right, boys. It was an interesting half. I think at Barcelona, if we're Barcelona, we're feeling a little bit disappointed because we've had multiple chances to widen the score, but unfortunately, it's only 2-1. Elche with their first opportunity, and they score. Barcelona really struggling to keep a clean sheet this season, man. Really, really struggling. On a change of note and positively, did you see how the Blue Jay? I was looking at it. Dodgers won. Kounde defensive awareness is cheeks. Nah, but I think that was just with this goal right here. This is the goal that we concede. Araujo, you're a little bit behind right there. You're a little bit behind with the high line, and then when you catch up to him, you're not as great defending it. Great finish from Rafamir Szczęsny, unless he has like a world class save. He's not going to do much there. This highline will be exploited in the Champions League. We've seen it being exploited every other game. Don't blame them, guys. Yeah, it was a great finish. What you're frustrated at is that was, Elche's first opportunity. But guys, I'm going to be posting the link so you guys can join. Let me do that right now. To anyone who wants to give their thoughts and join, discuss, feel free. Let me post it. All right, both on the post section on YouTube and on X. Okay. Let me move this. 2-1 in the halftime. Bring this right here. Okay. What is up, NJ? Welcome. How are you, man?
Good. How are you? Can you hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly
All right.
fine. That's great. How are you, man? How are you enjoying the match?
I feel okay. To be fair, like I wasn't really like expecting anything. Like just hope to get the win. That's it. Then move on. Basically.
Okay. I actually came into this match thinking, it was going to be a comfortable win. Just expecting that Elche, that's usually an easy fixture. Barcelona at home. After the loss against El Clasico, you're expecting Barcelona to bounce back. And we
Yeah.
did that. We did that in the first couple of minutes. We had two very, very nice goals in the opening 15 minutes. You had this sequence from Lamine Yamal in which Barcelona, they were able to recover off an Elche mistake. Well, the both goals that we score are through Elche mistakes. Balde with a nice run, Lamine Yamal, and he has a nice little finish inside the box. And right after, Ferran scores. Very similar to that of the first. Barcelona taking advantage of an Elche mistake. Fermín puts in the cross. Ferran scores. Nice little burst of pace right there from Fermín to get into that position. But overall, great start to the match. 15 minutes, Barca having chance, but a couple good saves from Iñaki Peña, or maybe a couple off passes from Barcelona, and we aren't able to capitalize on. And then with the first chance that Elche they do have, they're able to pull one back, and what would have been a comfortable half turns now into a game in which is getting a little bit more competitive, getting a little bit I would say uncomfortable. But what are your thoughts in the first half?
To be fair, like overall, like like they did play okay, good, but I feel like they should have finished the chances that was given to them. But at
That's
the same
true.
time, like to be fair, like with them, like it shows like the quality that we have, like so. minimal, like because again, like yeah, sure, like you can say like the youngsters are so good, but again, they have limits as well. So it just shows you like whatever we have, they're just trying their best to like to do something. But again, this kind of team that we ever have might not even last that long, bro. Telling you, sorry man, but like during the long run, but they will win some games for sure. But it's gonna be I don't know how to say it, like frustrating the rest of the year, man.
Okay, okay. So you're coming into it with a more, I would say, negative outlook. Okay.
Not, not
Second.
not like that though, like 50-50 of it. Like they will perform some games for sure, but there'll be games where like they will piss you off so much because of the
Oh
lack of depth that we have, right? So
no, I mean that's complete understanding. I can
yeah.
agree with you there. Second, welcome. How are you, man?
Yeah, I am good. I missed first 20 minutes, but I think the only noticeable thing I would say is that around defending for that goal was was crazy. It's like they are just assuming that attacker might be offside and they are switching off. They are not even defending. You know, and
Yeah.
look at the highlight. It is literally at half line. Also, I think there is a rule that if our defenders are inside the opponent's half, that's why they are literally on the line. So if they are inside opponent's half, all our defenders, then it is not offside, right? Either way.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So Araujo was literally on the line. So how can you caught the opposition player on offside if you are playing literally on the line? At least there should be some
Yeah.
distance. And even Arau has a recovery pace, he can recover. He recovered, and he is not blocking the shot from Rafa Mir. I mean, Rafa Mir, we already know he is a good player in La Liga. He finishes. He just rounded off the shot, around Arau easily. Arau didn't even try to block it.
Yeah. hmm No, I mean it's a
Yeah,
frustrating goal to concede because this is Elche's first opportunity in the entirety of the match. Barcelona,
yeah,
we were very good at limiting the chances that Elche were able to create. But what's frustrating is Barcelona right here they're pressing. Fermín Lopez is pressuring the Elche player. He's able to turn and give that pass off to Rafa Mir, and that is when he's off into space and everything. And that's very very frustrating because as I was saying
also,
before. Elche,
also, what are
they're back in the
these?
game.
Yeah, what are these skills that Elche players are doing? Even defenders are beating our
Yeah.
press of the attackers easily, like they are some Neymar or Ronaldinho. They are doing skills and beating our
Yeah.
press easily and
Uh huh.
passing the ball into the midfield. I don't know what is happening. It's like they practice this.
Okay. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Do you guys think that this is a good first half performance from Barcelona or not? Because I think this has been a good performance. I think this has been a
Seven out of
Yeah,
solid.
ten.
energy wise.
Yeah, I
It's
saw.
like
Yeah,
7 out of 10.
Exactly. I think this is a perfect 7 out of 10 performance from Barcelona because we've had our chances. If Ferran scores this, it's 3-1. Elche, other than that chance, haven't really done much. But the thing is, now it's only reduced to a 1 goal deficit. A penalty, a handball, a set piece, a
Yeah.
counterattack. Anything can happen. And so, what I want to see Barcelona do in the second half is have a strong start, just like we did, in this first half. Let's have that explosive start in the second. We're able to grab a goal or two very quickly, ease the nerves, and then, ride out the match. Because this is the perfect opportunity to bring on those players, to give them minutes. Bring on Lewandowski, bring on the Olmo, bring on Marc
we,
Bernal,
you know,
rest Kounde, you
Wait,
know?
who are they facing though? For the UCL, anyways.
We're facing Club Bruges, but it's away from home.
Oh, okay.
Ferran
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
don't know, man. Like with with this team, like Flick is a good coach. We know that, but the problem is, he's like running out of patience, man. Because he didn't get the players that he wants. I'm not saying that he will get all the players he needs. But I'm like he wasn't able to like they were not able to like hear his voice and like what he wants. To be fair, like he's just doing what
Yeah, I think he
he just
wanted. There
he's
were
just
reports,
doing
that he
whatever
wanted
he
Jonathan
can.
Tah.
No, I mean, like you see, he could have done better than Jonathan, but I'm just saying, like they didn't like really consider his his opinion or voice.
Yeah,
And now watch, bro. You know how the families are like, 50-50 with Flick now, right? With his decision making, whatever. I'm telling you now, whoever's the next coach, it will be the same as well. Because we were not able to like give them the players that he needs. I'm not saying get rid of all the players. I'm just saying like add some like that people that he entrusts.
No,
yeah.
absolutely.
I mean, he literally earned the trust. Even Xavi got the money, without proving anything. Xavi got money. He bought players, and after that, he won La Liga. Hansi
Yeah,
literally won domestic treble with injured Olmo that he
yeah,
only got.
yeah,
Other
yeah,
than
yeah,
that,
yeah, and
Hansi
also.
didn't get a single player.
Yeah, but but also because again, like with Flick, he was okay with it like for the first year, just to like prove everybody like that he can
Yeah,
win with the players we have. But now, come on, boy, if one player, if one person is successful, you gotta like help them out to be more successful, right? But come on, like
yeah,
you can't expect all the young. Yes, we have good youngsters, but come on, but they have limits as well, man. Like they can't be like they're not like fucking Zidane or Iniesta, man. Like come on, like what are we doing? Why are we making Flick look like the villain now?
No, I completely agree with there. I do think that Hansi Flick, he's going to be needing some reinforcement, and this is something we talked about on the channel, multiple times. He's going to need reinforcements. That's why I think it's so pivotal that he gets some reinforcements, in January. Maybe a signing or two for the
That's
season.
watch, bro. Like if we go like trophy this season, no, they're gonna like make him look like the villain
Yeah.
because he didn't perform the an expectation. People gonna like meme that every second season he flops. Bro, he didn't get the players that he needs.
Okay.
Mhm.
Changes for the second half, boys. What do you guys think?
Who's on the bench though? I don't know.
You have Robert Lewandowski, Danny Olmo, Rooney Bardghji, Marc Bernal. So let me show this right here.
Maybe yeah. Rooney has to come to like the play style. Then Danny Olmo because he needs come on. He just needs to ramp it up, man. Because this guy's been so awful this season. He needs to like start performing. Mark Bernal, sure, like around the 75 minute or 80. You know.
Okay. I would actually be looking to give Marc Bernal a little bit more minutes. I'd be
Uh,
looking to bring him on maybe like 65 around there.
I
Give him
mean,
like 25 minutes because this is with Pedri out, you're gonna need Marc Bernal to have more protagonism in the team. Simple as
yeah,
that,
but but you need to welcome him slowly though, because again, yes, you're right. 25 minutes snatch back in, 25, 15 minutes doesn't really make a difference as long as you make an impact right away, right? So it doesn't really matter with the minutes.
Well,
Can you be like be smart with it with the
the
minutes?
the thing is that Marc Bernal he's played like 10 minutes in the past what I would say
Yes, I understand. I understand.
2 months.
Yeah, I understand with the minutes, but again, they're being cautious with him because of the ACL, right? Because look what happened to Gabby when he came back, right? So
No, I completely agree. I do think that that caution needs to be taken with him,
yeah,
but at the same time, at some point, he's going to
also,
be needed to
yeah,
rack up
yeah. He
minutes.
will, he will. But again, you
yeah,
also have to you also have to read the game situation, right? Like let's say if Elche was like what like four. I mean, if Barca was like four up, then sure, why not? But again, we're 2-1 right now, right? And you know how when the lower teams are like losing they don't play the really football. They try to catch up, right? So you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I mean, I see that. I see that, but I do still think that this is a game in which I do want to see some involvement from Marc Bernal and,
No,
and
no,
everything like that.
he will play though for
But
sure. He'll play for sure.
it's okay. What substitutions would you make?
yeah. Before I think it's been long time we haven't seen Olmo. Of course, he didn't deserve anything to get a chance, but I would like to see him is after by substituting Fermín after I think 65th minute. Other than that, I think everyone is playing okay. I think Frankie De Jong is playing good, without Pedri also. I think other than that, we don't even have any substitutions to, we don't even have players to make substitution. Just give
Yeah.
chance to the kids. If we score our, if we would have scored, I mean, we would have made 3-0 at the half time instead of 2-1, then we would have, substituted more players,
Yeah.
giving them rest and all.
Yeah. I would like to see
But the
Rooney
game is in
involved.
the, Yeah, game is in the balance right now. If even by
Fermín
mistake
has
they score one goal,
Fermín has to
then
play though.
we are
He has to
back to
play.
square one.
Exactly. But
It's,
right.
it's, it's all over again, man. Like just like how Xavi won La Liga the following season, he did also Nanoka Flick. Now watch for the next coach as well.
All right. But boys, I'll see you guys all for the match reaction if you guys are there. But let's see Barcelona if they're able to close out and everything. But all right, let me bring in the audio and everything, and we'll get started right away. Do that right now. Apologies, guys. I have hiccups. It's so annoying when you get them. All right,
In the pre-game,
there we go.
he mentioned it plenty at half-time. But it's the Elche highline that has been penetrated here, and it's Rashford doing the approach work. Can he apply the finish? Not quite. What a start that would have been to the second half.
Rashford, how do you miss
I'm a little
that?
surprised here. I mean, look, I think.
Oh, he's onside as well. The guy.
Would have been called back for just being offside, but I thought the better option here was to slide it. And I know it was good recovery at that far post, but I truly feel that an earlier pass across the penalty spot would have left a tap in for Lamine Yamal, but then it would have been called back.
Frustrating.
And you were just finished saying, Casey, how Elche's posture had surprised you a little the first half, and they're clearly not going to change their stripes in the second. This is Rafa Mir. Full width of the pitch to Hernan Valera. Valencia man. Playing that back against the grain, out of the reach of Mendoza, the substitute who's just come on. But a slight clearance with Elche with possession again.
But you mentioned what and he's right. It's not a case of the high line in that situation. Araujo had to recognize that Rafa Mir had got himself, he kind of curled his run back into his own half. So instead of stepping up at that stage, all he had to do was take 2 steps to his right and just block the run, and all of that would have gone away. And then obviously the poor defending after that. So yeah, that was more of just poor individual defending than necessarily worrying about the high line.
Pena comes the distance to read it. His clearance goes from one keeper to the other. And Robert
Nice. Lewandowski's back. He's warming up.
Danny Olmo amongst all the Barcelona substitutes warming up too.
But what I will say, Adrian, is we put the high line to bed. What the high line does do is it puts in focus better one-on-one individual defending, both from a decision-making factor and just the ability to defend in space. And Araujo got it wrong.
There's Rafa Mir, the overlap offered. Kounde got it right that time. With the
Great tackle, Kounde.
Alvaro Núñez going around the back. Corner now for the visitors in the second half.
That's a big chance missed, man.
It'll be Valera. Left-footed service. Rashford guarding the near post area, getting it clear. Back in it comes, and Szczęsny with a clean take. Wanted to get it dispatched quickly. Eduardo had other ideas.
Yeah, they open up enough space from the run of play. They don't need it straight out of from a corner. Fair enough.
Nah, that was a bad pass from Lamine. It was with his right foot as well.
Not often a goalkeeper is that tightly marked, Casey, but Eduardo Guarda was on him.
Yeah. Find Lamine. Find Lamine.
Distribution. Szczęsny knew they had numbers if he could have released the ball. That's back around the back. Nice run from Rashford and a great take as well with the back heel. And it's still is trying to.
Ah, good try.
Eventually, Bigas doing enough to stop him.
Again, I love the run from Rashford, but then I think once he made the good touch to try to open up the space, then it's the decision to keep possession. Then it's the decision to just peel out and look for a teammate, and unfortunately gives possession away for Barcelona, and it's back down at the other end.
Yeah, Valera with it. Mendoza. Guarda involved too. Kounde away. Yamal adding some defensive presence as well. And that was enough to disrupt the Elche flow there. The handball, I think, was the final decision. It was definitely. He won't be the quickest, but he's been a regular goal scorer over the years in LaLiga. Going on the first half, the 36th of his career. Crowd doing their part here at Montjuic.
Oh, nice, Lamine.
Going again as an attacking force.
Fermín, you're in space.
He's in the clear. Help arriving from Rashford.
Offside though.
But offside.
Yeah. It would have been nice if yeah, offside.
From that angle, looked offside. I like the unselfishness.
He just tried to curl his run back onside, didn't he? A la Fermín in the first half, but he just couldn't quite get back far enough, Casey.
No, the line did a good job of just continually stepping up, and the pass came just that little bit too soon. He wasn't able to establish himself in an onside position.
Unlucky. Man, it's uncomfortable.
Barcelona trying to put their Classico woes firmly behind them, also trying to avoid back-to-back defeats. Despite their October trouble, still actually hasn't happened.
Yeah.
Since last
Lamine, quiet game? It has been a quiet game.
You get this to 5.
Other than that goal from the very start, he hasn't been involved much.
But 8, you know, it's tricky. And also, I think the confidence issue of
Oh.
dropping points to Elche at home.
Yeah.
And then particularly after in the first 15 minutes, you're 2-0 up. So, yeah, there's a lot of factors.
Frankie, you have tons of space right here.
That will go against you if they somehow don't pick up full points today.
Jong to Rashford. Rashford cutting inside, seeking the shooting alley. And his effort cannoning into
Come on, Lamine.
Falls for Yamal, who goes outside this time.
I think it actually hit his own man, potentially. We'll see on the replay, but
Not able to do much there.
just kind of slid, trying to get into a position for a rebound, and actually, I think, blocked the shot himself.
Elche making decent progress through the middle third of the field. There's Mendoza, the substitute. He's been busy since coming on.
Oh.
Silva.
Oh, look at the space.
For the same sort of angle from which he scored.
Oh my God, Rafamir hits the crossbar. Wow.
Sarabia loving what he's seeing.
But you made the point where Elche has done a great job of
No one's defending that.
possession to be able to break consistently the press of Barcelona. Barcelona has not been able to pin Elche, and it comes off the top of the crossbar. Where it's not like Elche are
Wow,
in
man.
their own half. You know, it's and the reason for that is also why it's been wide open, and you've seen these counterattacks.
Again from the home team. Again, it's Rashford leading it.
Ah,
Has to recognize
Barcelona keeping Elche alive here, man.
moment to come inside and to shoot, and then it's the right moment where it's blocked to keep possession.
Ah.
We've heard Barcelona teammates raving in the press about Marcus Rashford and what he's doing.
And you hear the crowd trying to.
He's often talking about what he's doing in training as well. This is Fermín Lopez. Not the right ball from him either.
You hear the crowd trying to get Barcelona back into the game,
And Bigas.
giving the support. Rashford becoming too damn predictable. You know that he's going to be wanting to cut inside. This is why maybe a Lewandowski
Slender advantage.
up top could change things.
10 minutes or so into the second half here. Montjuic. The last time Elche even got as much of a point here was over a decade ago, if you go back to May of 2014. And a 0-0 draw. 7 draws and 17 defeats over the years for this club. And never won here.
That's a foul. Might as well sub Lamine if they're not going to involve him.
To the
No, I just think that Lamine Yamal has been quiet overall. Whenever he has had the ball, he hasn't been able to do much with it.
A few years later, in 1969, they haven't finished in the top half of the table since 1975. That's where they were at the start of the weekend, though, in 9th. They've been a bit of a yo-yo club in recent seasons, KC. 3 promotions, being followed fairly swiftly by 3 relegations. Elche fans will just be hoping for a quieter season of consolidation.
Well, they got off to a good start, and that's usually you see teams that come up and struggle instantly, put themselves in a hole, and then make it really difficult to recover. Well, they put themselves in a good position. You mentioned that their difficulties of they don't get beat often, right? And that's first and foremost is making sure you don't get beat, that you consistently pick up points. You don't go into one of those, lose 4 in a row and again then have to win 2 or 3 in a row to get yourself out.
Is that Andre Silva? Yeah.
So
Yeah, it is. I was surprised to see him on the Elche lineup.
give themselves a good opportunity.
I was thinking, like, no way, is that him?
This latest attack ended with that rather awkward challenge on Eric Garcia from Rafa Mir. Felt the effects. Slightly delayed fashion there, Eric Garcia, but he went down.
Then the key, Adrian, will be for Elche when, let's say they lose today, and that means it's 1 point in 4. It's then how quickly can you get to picking up points again? Can you, and I know they have Real Madrid coming up, so there's no real expectation there. So then again, when you play that team in the lower half of the table, particularly at home, you pick up 3 points.
Sarabia, who was managing Andorra prior to this. Really successful 3.5 seasons with them, including 2 promotions. And of course was the man at the helm to guide Elche back up from the second division last year. This has been a good start to the second half of the visitors. They can't quite believe the decision has gone against them here. Silva penalised.
Yeah, I think Casadó did a great job of just putting himself positionally, and Silva just kind of jumped on his back. And
What a space for Fermín Lopez again.
All right.
3 against 3 for Barcelona. Crossfield ball to Rashford.
Come on, Rashford, put it across.
In the outside.
What a goal. This is what we needed.
What a finish.
There we go, Rashford.
He is loving life in Barcelona. And he has the goals to show for it. And he re-establishes the 2 goals.
Finally, man. After chance after chance after chance.
well, that's just pure physical ability from Marcus Rashford. It's excellent recognition of finding Rashford at the far post, and then
That pass from Fermín, wow.
to isolate yourself in space against the ability of Marcus Rashford. There's the first ball.
Great pass from Casadó as well.
And then to have this much time and space to hit that cross-field ball.
That pass from Fermín Lopez is insane, bro. The finish,
You knew it was going
woo.
to have to be something special. But look at how much time he had to bring it under control, pull the ball to his left, and from this angle, you knew it had to be something remarkable. Tremendous strike off the underside.
Not much to do from Iñaki Peña right there.
Basically, it's the only place where Marcus Rashford could beat Peña, and he hits it perfectly to give Barcelona once again a 2-goal lead.
3-1.
Simply superb.
3-1, boys.
From the England international, who has rediscovered his mojo. Nice delayed birthday present for him too.
He's been the best attacker so far this season for Barcelona.
Second league goal, but it's actually the 9th goal involvement he's had in the last 11 games in all competitions. And a regular scorer in the Champions League, provider of many assists too.
Nah, that pass from Fermín Lopez was absurd, man. Absurd.
Wasn't the speed with which Barcelona suddenly had a 3-on-3 situation there, Casey. One little ball over the top, and what a pass from Fermín Lopez too.
Oh.
What a finish from Rashford, weak foot and all.
And again, I get Elche plays a particular way, but I think it's a big ask of their defenders to put them in that kind of space one-on-one against the likes of the informed Marcus Rashford, Lamine. Obviously Ferran had the opportunity that Peña had to make the big save before the half, and it's a big ask. I mean, because a lot of times teams say, look, we're going to have to defend with numbers because we understand the individual talent that we're playing against. Elche's decided they're not going to do it. It's been great for us as neutrals to watch as you see the possession chart going, but I just don't know how you can give this kind of space to the talent of Barcelona and think you're going to come away with a result.
Right. Fight fire with fire, and as we mentioned right at the start of the game, they are a team right up there in terms of possession this season.
I mean, Elche, they've done well.
Now, will that translate well?
Only thing is that those 2 mistakes at the start were killed them.
Yeah.
Will
That Rashford goal was coming. He was gunning for his birthday goal. That's true. He turns 28.
the likes of Real Madrid?
He turned 28, and now he celebrates with a goal.
There's just too much individual talent.
Let's hope we can celebrate as well with a win, just to top it off.
Expect your
Oh, look at this. 5v3, bro.
a 4 or 5v1. No, that's a terrible pass. And because of that poor pass from Kounde, it allowed the recovery. And even if Rashford
That should have been a goal, man.
a better pass, then it's
We're just not punishing Elche.
this game's over.
Yeah. Well, that was another heavily tilted counter-attack. Barcelona.
Look, I get that in the 85th minute at 3-1 down, that you're thinking, okay, what's the point? We lose 5-1, we lose 3-1. You know, maybe if we get that second, we're back in this match. But at this point, after you just conceded to allow that kind of space on the counterattack, and a more efficient Barcelona would have taken care of this game a while ago.
Oh, Ferran.
Elche arrived here having only conceded 10 times in the LaLiga. That was actually 2 better than their opponents today, and now they have some
Olmo coming on.
to worry about because Dani Olmo is going to complete his return from injury.
Is it going to be Fermín? It is going to be Fermín.
And he's going to come on to replace Fermín Lopez for the final 25 minutes.
All right.
Well, you know what they're going to get about 5 or
2 assists for Fermín on the night.
So that's
Great game from him.
You're going to get comfortable. You know, there's going to be some guys coming on who are looking to rebuild their fitness, rebuild their form, and have something to prove.
This will be Dani Olmo's 50th appearance in a Barcelona shirt.
50th appearance for Dani Olmo. Okay.
From RB Leipzig coming home, of course.
But everyone he chooses Fermín.
He's going to be a Barcelona man amongst
I would have liked it to be Ferran, but
Hector
you know.
another on loan. The parent club is going to make an appearance.
I'm guessing he's saving that for when Robert Lewandowski is going to come on.
Pedrosa stymied by his opposite number, but manages to get around him. Balde stuck to his task dutifully.
Oh, nice. Ferran.
And now De Jong.
No.
Yeah.
Frankie, you had Ferran right there.
Ferran Torres waiting in the middle. Rashford blocked on the edge of the area. Legally, referee had a perfect view of that. Rashford stays down.
I'm not sure how legal that was, but got away with it. Looked like a clear case of obstruction to me, but
Yeah.
no attempt to play the ball, played the man, and didn't win the ball.
That was our Austrian friend, David Affengruber. Here comes Elche, though. Chance to reduce the deficit. The woodwork is struck again.
Elche hitting the woodwork for the second time in a row.
And still, Rashford is down, clutching his face.
What happened here? It's not penalty anyway.
I mean, look, I don't know if he would have won the ball back, but there was no attempt to play the ball. He didn't win the ball. I was a little bit surprised that
It's probably a foul, but it doesn't matter anyway.
Strange one.
It wasn't inside the box. The VAR's not going to review it.
Looking at Rashford, wasn't he? Only moving into the path that Rashford was trying to take. And there were some discussions there about how it wasn't given. But let's look again at what happened at the other end. Because all of a sudden, there was a chance for Fermín, who scored one. He could have had a hat-trick here today.
yeah, the deflection off of Garcia just falls perfectly into the path of Fermín. And oh, what a great save. Szczęsny actually gets a touch on it to push it onto the post.
If you're Elche, you're thinking, man, if you taken the opportunities, you could have had like a tie game.
Completely different outlook again. And there's the Rashford strike, which from that angle, I like Peña, does a great job position. And the only place you can beat him is off the underside of the crossbar. And it's just perfectly placed with tremendous pace. Peña can't react in time, and Rashford gets his second goal of the season.
Still trying to recover from the incident that followed, and clutching his cheek in the process. Hector Fort and Santiago are going to be 2 replacements here. Vigas, I think, is one of those departing. Valera is the other. A big reception from the Barcelona crowd for Fort, of course, who has played 20-plus games in a Barcelona jersey.
Bro, these hiccups are killing me, man.
On loan this past off-season. This is his 4th appearance.
It's so annoying when you have them. Great to see Hector Ford out on the pitch as well.
The crowd reminding the Elche players that they had to give the ball back to Barcelona. I'm sure they wanted to.
I want to see how. Oh, Hector Ford's playing at left back as well. Oh my god! And the thing is, he's such good friends with Lamine Yamal.
Ferran Torres feeling
That challenge is going to be interesting.
Peña comes out to deal with it. Belated offside flag in any case. Minutes to go. Barcelona looking to make it 5 wins out of 5 at home in La Liga this season. Valencia, Getafe, Real Sociedad and Girona have all been beaten. Add Elche to
Oh, look at the space that Hector Ford has right here.
visitors, suggesting they're not going to go quietly into the Catalonia night here. Mendoza. Elche bodies forward in midfield and attack. Line of 4, line of 3.
They are, and it's just how comfortable they are in possession that they feel that they're confident. But then, as we saw twice in the first half, when they do lose
Rashford, you're in space right here.
they then are susceptible to the counterattack. And again, you're asking a lot of their defenders to have to mark 3v3, 4v4, and sometimes even with numbers down. And again, I thought if it was a more efficient Barcelona, and maybe the passing in the final third hasn't been as clean as it needs to be, or it could put them in more trouble than they've actually than the 3.
There's Mendoza working on Kounde. Silva. Back to Mendoza. And Frankie de Jong was the immovable object in his path. There will be an Elche corner.
Yeah, it just fell nicely, and de Jong puts a foot in, and Ford just wants it more.
Leo and Gerard Martin. Is Balde coming off?
Wanted somebody who's maybe a little more efficient in the final third. Lewandowski's going to come on for the final 13, 12 minutes plus stoppage time, and have fun. 17 minutes, and have fun with that.
It's worked out almost ideally for Hansi Flick, isn't it? Looking to get Lewandowski the right amount of minutes. Gerard Martin is also going to accompany him on.
Oh, Marcus Rashford's coming off instead. I thought Marcus Rashford was having a good game. Another game and no Rooney.
Crowned his night with a goal. A thumping goal at that.
Yes, it was.
I would have liked to see Rooney at least,
I think again, good performance.
at least in some fashion.
Things that, you never have a perfect half or a perfect match, but
Bring Lamine inside and then play Rooney out wide. Great to see Lewandowski back again as well.
in being that person for
Most likely, if he's taking out Balde and Rashford, it's most likely to rest them.
that has been a bit depleted.
You know.
Balde is the man who makes way for Gerard Martin. Alvaro Rodriguez, meanwhile, is going to replace Andres Silva up top. Alvaro Rodriguez, the 21-year-old Uruguayan that was once upon a time of Real Madrid, only played 7 times for the Merengues. He's a big-time factor in their B team, though, and a big goal scorer for them.
The world is filled with players that played for Real Madrid's B team or Barcelona's B team.
Yeah,
That is true.
there's only room for so many, isn't there? The top table, the big 2. Bad thing to have on your resume, though, is it? It always gets mentioned.
No, it gives you an opportunity, is what it does, and they know that the question mark.
Regardless of where you go, like you're going to be a quality player.
Then come come to the realization that you're no longer playing at Barcelona or Real Madrid, and then you know the differences of the style of the team that you're playing with, but yes, agreed 100% that that's not a bad little.
The change of pace between Gerard Martin and Rashford is so damn noticeable.
Opens up a few doors.
It's night and day. Hopefully, with Lewandowski there, Gerard Martin can put in some nice crosses.
There is Rodriguez with his first contribution. His fellow countryman Araujo across to intervene. Kick for the visitors, won by Alex Fabas, another who has Real Madrid on his resume. Getting to the byline here, and the cutback for Rafa Mir.
Rafa Mir should generally have a hat trick.
Rafa Mir could have a hat trick.
Yeah, if Rafa Mir was more clinical in the opportunities that he's been
I
giving,
mean, it's like there's nothing,
minimum hat trick.
nothing, and then all of a sudden,
Right there, the connection was so poor with the ball.
chance materializes for Elche and Rafa Mir, and started side position, never got himself reestablished.
Ferran Torres, who is Lewandowski alongside him now.
Yeah, unfortunate.
So Robert Lewandowski back after missing 3 games. Hansi Flick has scored 4 goals in 9 appearances so far this season. A lot has been made of the fact that after 13 games last year, Lewandowski had scored 15. Now that's a careless clearance by Peña.
Find Lamine, find Lamine.
Torres.
Oh my God, Lamine, you send that to the moon.
Yeah, he knows. You could see the expression. It was almost too easy for him, and he just really stopped. Strict concentration of just ensuring that you just stay on top of the ball. Leaned back, was just ready to run away in celebration before he put the ball in the back of the net.
The visitors though. Mendoza with a good cross. It's that man again, Rafa Mir, at full stretch. So it was Hector Ford, wasn't it, who'd done the approach work.
Yeah, it's a really nice ball in behind, but just asking Rafa Mir just that little bit too much. And even from that angle, I'm not sure he was necessarily looking to get it on target, but
Just slightly off.
near post, you put that back across, anything can happen, but just
Okay.
out of reach.
Yeah. Tell you what, Casey, on another night, this could have been 6-4 or something along those lines.
Yeah, like a 6-4.
Well, there'll be another night for Barcelona next week. You can see them on their travels. We'll be with you as they take on Celta Vigo, Estadi Balde in Vigo. Sunday 2:30 start time right here on ESPN Plus.
I think it's going to be fun to see as well. Can Villarreal continue to play well? What does Atletico Madrid have to offer? Look at a side like Elche coming up and really giving, Barcelona away from home troubles. I mean, we said before the match we felt that, that this wasn't going to be 100% Barcelona, and it just shows you the balance. I think in LaLiga this year is maybe a little bit. I still believe when you look at Real Madrid's squad, they should win the title, but it's not going to be, I think, as straightforward.
Well, certainly Atletico on a great run, aren't they? They've won
Not a great 1-2 from Lewa.
yesterday. Got themselves temporarily above Barcelona in the overnight league standings.
Elche is a good team. They play Madrid and Elche.
Back against Barcelona.
Should be interesting.
Last
What I really like is how they're not playing defensive football. They're going
It's just a little different.
band for band against Barcelona.
I mean, that was
It makes it for an entertaining game,
surprised me a little bit. Not
and I always have more respect for teams that do that.
approved to begin with.
Fabas, meanwhile, couldn't maintain his footing.
No pass.
Challenge from Dani Olmo. He definitely caught him, didn't he?
It was a foul. 100% it was a foul.
Offside. Interesting.
The referee called that before the linesman.
Time, and Elche dominating possession at the moment.
Who's coming on for Elche?
This could
John.
make it a very nerve-jangling final few minutes as John Donald looks set to come on.
Is he from the U.S.? Where's he from?
Well, I think this is going to be the time when it's not as if Elche
John Donald.
not
Oh, he's
open,
Spanish.
throughout this match, but where they will become even more open as they push, as you mentioned, to get that second goal, to get themselves back into this match, and
With a name like John, I thought he was American.
as they take a defender off to bring on a
Okay.
more attacking player, and again those spaces
Pedrosa out.
may even be greater than they have been throughout this match.
John, who was of Nigerian descent, but was part of the Villarreal
Nigerian descent. Okay.
Academy. He's been an Elche player since 2020.
Frankie was sloppy. I don't know if he has the quality to lead the midfield without Pedri for the entire 2 months.
Small town just outside
I mean,
update.
Barca are going to have to make do, no?
Picked off again, Dani Olmo feeding it through. Ferran Torres was bundled over. He felt there was a foul.
It's not like we're thrilled with options here.
Were cleaner in the final third, not only in possession but in their passing. They could have exposed Elche more than they have.
Now had that picked off. That's an ambitious ball. And Rafa
What a pass into Rafa made.
2 against 2 momentarily. They're wanting it back. He's not going to get it though. Kounde sliding in.
Nice, Olmo.
Monjuic. Would love to
They'd
see
like a
Barcelona
fourth.
put
They'd
this.
like a fourth and put this to bed for sure.
Absolutely.
Because they've had the opportunities, and I think that's what they're witnessing as well, is that it just hasn't been as clean as it should be in the final third, particularly with the space.
Bro, I dead ass forgot Pedri was injured.
that
No way.
Elche have given.
Yeah,
us.
Pedri is set to be injured for like, what, 2 months? Thankfully, there's like international breaks in between, and then it's, the holidays. But not ideal that he's out.
Has John on his way. Forced to apply the brakes momentarily.
Okay, Hansi Flick going for a draw and going for Rooney. I like those changes from Hansi.
Back to Forge. Full crossfield ball. Fabas directing traffic. Fermín's cross up for grabs.
It's well defended at the far post.
Yeah. And then Dani Olmo was a release valve for Barcelona. So looking to get Robert Lewandowski any sort of meaningful touch. He's playing a little deeper, isn't he?
Yeah, it's almost now just in some ways, just ensuring that you don't open yourself up knowing that Elche is going to risk putting more players into the attack.
All right.
I do love
I'm just
Yamal
happy
as well as
draw
if
playing
space is gonna
fellow
be
countrymen.
behind, he's not going to be the guy that's going to be running from midfield to get in behind anymore. So he might as well be.
Oh, you have just Kounde into space right here.
That space and then
No, Lamine.
maybe just come in a little bit deeper.
Well, here he is. Yamal finding him. Lewandowski.
Ah, good try. Good try, Lewa.
Just coming in from a deeper.
Lewa might be
position.
done at this level. Looks old and
He's
slow.
not going to be the guy playing off the
Well, it is
shoulder
his first game
of
back,
the
you know.
last defender from
I'm not going to be too
sideline,
critical of him just yet.
and behind from 40 yards.
Well, the younger contingent, the latest products of Mazia set to check in. Dro awaiting the call. As Kounde finds De Jong. And Torres swap roles with
Lamine definitely needs a natural gunman on top, someone to capitalize on his creativeness.
Hansi Flick's side. Will just be happy to have this.
We seen him put the crosses in. Look right here, Lamine looking for Lewandowski. He goes for goal?
Yamal.
No.
Thought about it and then decided to clip in a cross.
To no one.
But situational awareness at
One thing with De La
times
Fuente and Flick,
that Kounde made that
they're
overlap
scared as hell to take off Pedri and Lamine,
kind of interlapping run.
is that when you're so good,
and one,
you want to play them.
sometimes you just have to recognize. All right, it's the 87th minute. Elche has shown that they can cause us some problems, and let's not just gift them an opportunity to hit us on the counterattack.
Fort back inside for John, who hurdles a couple of challenges as well to maintain possession. Now the cross first time towards John, diving header from him.
Yeah, from that angle, it's always going to be difficult when you're advanced of that near post to direct the header somehow on target.
Rooney Bardghji on and Draw as well.
The changes. Lamine Yamal will take
No more
few
substitutions.
extra minutes. He of course opened the
Lewa,
seems like a long time ago now.
Olmo, Draw.
The brigade.
Yeah, no more substitutions can be had.
Torres also
No Marc Bernal.
Dro replacing Ferran, the 17-year-old. And then the 19-year-old Rooney Bardghji is also on. Dro, whose full name is Pedro Fernandez, who's an attacking midfielder.
Oh, Frankie slips.
His second league appearance. Rooney, we've seen a little more of in cameo roles for the last few weeks. And Fermín almost broke the way of Hector Fort there. Danny Olmo going to do the tidying up work, but
Offside, okay.
the officials decided to bring
Inter Milan has found a new striker named Boni. Will it have Marcus Thuram leading the line? Araujo with cramps or what?
Araujo hasn't played from the start for a while, and now feeling the effects. That's the man he replaced.
That third goal with that initial pass into the space and the quick recognition that Rashford was open centrally. Touch comes back to his left foot. And from that angle, as we mentioned, he had one place to go. And he hit it perfectly.
Oh, nice draw. No, Rooney was there.
Nearly slided Otherwise, Rafinha at the other end, close to connecting. Alvaro Rodriguez. We are into stoppage time. Barcelona closing in on win number 8 of this La Liga campaign. 100% home records.
Nice level, good turn. It's a foul, no? It is.
Travels this week, first of all, to Belgium.
Go see your ass on the bench.
Test for them, perhaps awaiting it against Club Bruges in the Champions League midweek. And then Celta Vigo next weekend. Is never easy, is it?
A little bit of a break for very few of, I think, the Barcelona players, who the majority will be on international duty.
And then the suggestion, the next time we see them here in Barcelona, will be at the new Camp Nou on November the 22nd.
I have a feeling that this stadium has been reserved just in case.
Right. Maybe a slightly optimistic timeline, I guess. It's construction, and it's
All right.
Spain, isn't it?
Thuram would be perfect. 6'4", highly technical, and can drift wide and press.
Friday.
Helps with corners at both ends. Yeah, but I see Marcus Thuram more as like a secondary striker.
Let in 23,000
You know?
there.
Yeah, like he's more like a supporting striker rather than the main lead.
Training.
I think Marcus Thuram is great, but I don't know if he'd be the ideal striker.
When it was still under construction.
And he'd be worth what? Maybe like 60 mil? So around there? 60, 70?
Down pitch side,
Oh, well, what's his market value at right now? Marcus
matches
Thuram.
going on with the construction site that it was.
Sure. His market value is 80 mil.
The new camp.
Yeah, it'd be a crazy fee for him.
How about that for a touch?
Well, welcome back. Mr. Lewandowski. There's Frankie de Jong. A very calm and effective game, isn't he, in the centre of the park, Frankie de Jong. He can not rue the absence of Pedri too much. There will be times, I'm sure, over the next few weeks where that is not the case.
They're just different types of players.
Ah.
And there's an example of what I was talking about throughout the match. Is that pass in the final third just hasn't been as crisp and as clean as it needs to be. You know, on a different day, a better pass, Lewandowski's through, and it's 4-1. And not the first time. So many of the balls have been either behind a player or haven't quite made the mark that they should have been able to make that move on goal easier. It's always been a pass behind or a pass too slow or a little bit late. Now in the end, they get their 3 goals. In the end, it's 3 points, which is all that matters, but they know it could have been better.
Looking to add an exclamation point perhaps here. Kounde, another example of what you were talking about.
I don't think Rooney has touched the ball once, or if he has, it's like once or twice.
Accurate enough.
How much is Osimhen? Another like 100 mil.
And for me, a sense of adventure about the evening. One goal that changed the complexion of the game.
Osimhen would be. Let me look at it right now.
That got away.
His market value is 84 mil, so you're looking at 100.
Twice hitting the woodwork in this second half.
So don't see that as feasible either. He'd be a great option.
Well, Hansi Flick mentioned
All right, boys. That's pretty much the game. I don't think there's going to be a match reaction, guys. I think these hiccups are just annoying. I'm not going to record a video when I have hiccups. It's just been super frustrating. But Barcelona with the 3 points.
the challenges.
Back in second place.
Only win the games that are in front of you.
A much needed victory after that loss against Real Madrid in El Clasico. and it's about getting the victories.
the weekend.
Simple as that.
8 points looks significantly different than 5 points. And so those little
Yeah, as the commentator was saying, 8 points is a big difference, but 5, that's manageable. We can claw that back. It was a good Elche performance as well. Props to them. If they were a little bit more clinical, things could have changed. But Barcelona get a win, confidence, back up, and it's about translating that into the next upcoming matches. Marcus Rashford with the MVP award, deservedly so, but it's going to be exciting. No one club will bend over Barca, especially how bad we are financially. But all right, boys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Apologies, I'm not gonna have a match reaction. Just these hiccups are just absolutely killing me. I'm gonna go rest a little bit. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and see you guys all in the next one. Peace out, guys.